Good morning, everybody. So I decided to make another video today. I did a brief one early morning, and it was because I was reading, and I was like, you know what? The things that I want to keep, check this out. The things that you want to keep, you must share them. Because sharing them is like, just think about a teacher, right? How many times does a teacher share her knowledge? Therefore, she gets to keep the knowledge. So I'm going to start off real quick, guys, reading Proverbs of Solomon. So the Proverbs, here it goes, guys. Proverbs 10, and it goes, a wise child brings joy to the father. A foolish child brings grief to a mother. Tainted wealth has no lasting value, but right living can save your life. The Lord will not let the godly go hungry, but he refuses to satisfy the craving of the wicked. Lazy people are soon poor, hard workers get rich. A wise youth harvests in the summer, but one who sleeps during the harvest is a disgrace. The godly are showered with blessings, and the words of the wicked conceal violent intentions. We have happy memories of the godly, but the name of the wicked person rots away. The wise are glad to be instructed, but babbling fools fall flat on their faces. People with integrity walk safely, but those who follow crooked paths will be exposed. I'm gonna stop there, guys. But there's a lot of it's like not even half a page. It's like a quarter of a page right here. And there's so much like to meditate on right there. There's so much. And I have to go like I always have to go back into my life and to be like as a child, man, it's true. Like as I read it, I can see how I brought grief to my mother. I see how I messed with like my last name, like just giving a bad reputation, to myself, to my mom, and it's not good, to be honest with you. It's not a good reputation what I had before. But that's what it's all about. It's literally about learning from your mistakes and just being humble enough to change. That's really what it is. You just want to honestly like what I think about right now, like what is life about? And it's about learning. It's just a learning process, to be honest with you. I mean, everybody can have different opinions, but what I've seen in my life is like I've made mistakes and I've either learned from them or you keep on making the same mistakes, right? But I have to humble myself and learn from my mistakes. It could be mistakes as a father, mistakes as a husband, business owner, coach, whatever it is, we all make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. But you can see that you can either hide in shame in your mistakes or you can like really bring it out to the light and be like, you know what, these are my weak areas and I need to work on them. I have a lot of weak areas, but it's actually a good thing because I get to work on them. See, problems are for solving, right? And that's what I tell my guys when we make, when we make a mistake or something, I'm just like, dude, we just have to learn from it. It won't happen again, right? It won't, right? No, it won't. All right. That we can get through it. At the end of the day, it's really about overcoming limited beliefs about ourselves, problems that we have to overcome. And it's like a video game, right? Like we just next level, next level, next level. And that's what so if I look back at my life right now, I didn't have anything figured out. All I knew is that I had a desire in my heart to start a company, and I just went on and did it. I started journaling about it, and journaling is very powerful. But I just started journaling about it, and then I just wrote some of the things, like some of the steps that needed to be done. And then I just did it. And I felt so good about it. I had like a checklist and everything. I was like, I need to go here. I need to do this. I need to do this. And every day became like one step closer, one step closer. And it's so crazy what compounded over time to where I'm at now. And it's like, to be honest with you, it's nothing to be like where I sit down and I'm just like, oh, that's it. No, I have to continue. There's still like other levels to achieve, and there will always be levels to achieve. And true, like, I think true to me, like true, like success, true happiness is just evolving, continuously evolving into like a different person. Because I can see myself, I remember how I started, and oh, no way am I like where I was at. Like, just literally, like, my speaking, like, getting behind camera. Like, I remember, like, I wouldn't even, like, talk on camera. I would just, like, shoot pictures of pools. That was it. I always just shoot a picture when I got there and then when I left. When I got there, when I left. And I made it a habit to just keep on doing it until, like, the people that watch my stories, when they heard pool, they thought of Miguel. You know, Miguel can help you. I see Miguel doing it every day, you know? And that's really what it is. Like, it was like just repetition, and obviously I had to get better. And then it was like I shut off, like, because we used to have like three-way calls and with friends and just be goofing off and talking shit all day through like throughout the day. But then I would come home and I would feel exhausted. Like, so much bad conversation. It was just like not good conversations. It was like always involved like who was better, envy, talking shit about other people, and that never leaves you fulfilled. That honestly really screws you up. It doesn't. It's not. It's not good. It's just not good. You just don't. If it doesn't feel good, just don't do it. It's not right. We all have a conscience, and like I said, our conscience is God's voice, and that literally tells us, "Hey, dude, like, don't do that. Don't say that." We all have it. So, like I said, how I started literally was just really like stopping the voices and really just kind of being like, you know what, like, educate yourself, Mikhail. Educate yourself. Sorry. So I went on some podcasts that had to do with pools, and I was just like diving deep into like knowledge, into like, just it was so dope. Like, those guys, and I'll share it right now. It was the Pool Chasers, and they are some gentlemen that had a company that started their own podcast, and eventually just evolved from there and just interview like people that have pools, companies, and products, and just information out for all of us, that need that information. But that was one of the best things I did. I replaced negative self-talk and just like stupid conversations and shit that was not giving me anything of value with podcasts that gave value to what I was doing. And it helped me like evolve in the pool industry so much because I was listening to people that were doing what I wanted to do, right? And that's what it's about. Find out what it is that you want to do and start listening to people that do what you want to do. To me, that was my step. That was my stepping stone. And then I created this life that I have right now, where I can finally do what I've always wanted to do. And I've always wanted to do this. I just wanted to, be a coach and help people. And now that I know that it could be done at a higher level, I'm excited every day because every day is a challenge to grow, to become more, and not to stay stagnant. Don't stay in the same position that you're at. If your company's not growing, you got to find something else to do. You got to find something else to do. If you're not valued where you're at, you got to find something else to do. But you also have to give value. You have to give it. If you don't give it, then you're just saying, like, I had so much people say, well, what else do they want for $8 an hour? Bro, like, you're never going to get paid more than that because you don't do more. I had to do a lot more before I got paid what I got paid. You see? Like, you have to do a lot more if you want more. I'm going to cut it short, guys, because I got to take my kids to school and I got a couple things I got to take care of this morning. But I just wanted to make sure I tapped in with you guys, and I'll be making a Spanish video later. So, peace out, guys.